tucked along the coastline of Norwalk, Connecticut, since the village of Rowayton.
A lot of us just go down to the closest beach or the closest waterfront and just breathe it in. Breathe in the beauty, breathe in the animals, the birds, the shells, the sunsets, the sunrises.
With the 5-mile river weaving through, this is a community with a strong sense of place and a clear connection to its past.
When I moved here, it was the time when every single person knew who had lived in your house for 100 years. Everybody knew everybody else.
Walk the streets and find the plaques that appear on many of the homes. They mark when the houses were built and who lived there. A simple detail that, according to Wendell Livingston, says a lot.
We name the house after them and give it a circa date, and then we photograph it and then celebrate it within our community.
Livingston is the director of Historic Rowayton. Preservation here isn't just about architecture, it's about keeping the story of everyone from the oystermen to the townspeople intact.
We've seen a lot of wealthier families moving in, a lot of development, which doesn't make us happy because we love the old homes and the old stories.
At Historic Rowayton's Pinckney campus, local history is documented, shared, and brought to life. Inside, there is a recreation of the original general store, set up to reflect what daily life once looked like in town.
It was the center of life. You went there to get not only your goods and your food and your clothes, but you went to hear what was going on, what was the local scoop. There was no Instagram, there was no Facebook.
And just down the street, that legacy continues at Rowayton Market, still serving as a go-to for locals.
It's the longest continually operational market in the state of Connecticut.
Rowayton has long drawn creative people.
It was a really rich community for a long time of artists, musicians, producers, directors.
And that artistic influence remains part of the town today.
When you bring this color into all of these colors, it ties everything together.
At the Rowayton Arts Center, artists and students take part in classes and exhibitions throughout the year.
Our big thing is that we offer access to the arts to everyone in the community for free.
Shows range from realist work to juried competitions, giving members of the community a place to share what they're creating. Javier Eastman entered his first competition and won.
I'm trying just to place humans inside of moments in nature where they're both interacting somehow.
The center's small gallery sits right on the water, and the setting plays a role.
I always think of this as kind of like a little gem. It's not a rambling gallery where it goes on forever or it's cavernous.
A hop, skip, and a stitch down the main street, Rowayton's art scene is threading a fresh, new story.
I feel like people don't make things with their hands anymore these days. It's a very slow, methodical process that you can't, speed through.
Krista LeRae, the creative force behind Penny Lynn, is giving needlepoint a modern edge and filling gaps in the world of stitching.
I started Penny Lynn during COVID was because the user experience just wasn't really there. Nobody had good websites, and so I was like, there has to be a better way. As a millennial who loves to shop online, there just had to be something better.
What started in a one-bedroom New York City apartment has unraveled into something much bigger.
I remember our first launch, we did $20,000 and we sold out within the first day, the first few hours, which was really exciting. As where we are today, we actually just had our best month ever in March, and we did $2 million.
Needlepoint may date back centuries, but if you scroll on social media, you'll see a recent resurgence that's been labeled as a grand millennial trend.
In the last 6 months, I've picked it back up again. I saw something on TikTok and reminded myself how much I loved it. I've been working on projects pretty much every day ever since.
The designs of Penny Lynn feel anything but traditional. Think bold patterns, playful themes, and canvases that speak to today, not yesterday.
The canvas is made in Germany, and then it gets hand painted with our design. And so something like this probably takes an hour to paint. And then once you get it in hand, you can turn it into a circle, a square. You can inset it into a purse, into a pillow. I made mine into a little ornament that I also just added into our acrylic trays.
And since opening their doors in 2025, the shop has become a destination drawing stitchers and curious creatives from near and far.
I remember opening day, we had a line for like 6 hours, starting at 6 a.m. before we opened at 10. And people were like, what is going on? And we're like, it's needlepoint. And they're like, but why? Like, why are they standing outside? And so it's been fun to kind of bring life to a really wonderful town.
A clear indicator art in Rowayton isn't going anywhere.
And along with the art scene in Rowayton, it's also known as the birthplace of the world's first business computer.
First business computer, it was developed by the company Remington Rand in secret. The first version was called the Model 409. It was designed to process data, and the first unit they sold went to the IRS in 1952. They have a lot of data to process. And as for Penny Lynn, they just opened their second storefront, this one in New York City, so congrats to them.